Hi everybody, I just got some new toys and I wanted to let you participate in my unboxing of these. So a couple of years ago I bought a Canon G10 for underwater photography, and it's a really great camera, but it doesn't like salt water. So with this housing, which is from Canon and fits very well and is pretty good actually for the price, took a couple of dives and it worked really well, and then I forgot to close that hatch here correctly, probably. So it's some plastic mechanism, you have to fix it, and if there's some crap in the O-ring, or if you didn't fix it completely, then water gets in there and camera's dead afterwards. So you see there's lots of salt in the camera, so it doesn't turn on anymore, it's pretty dead. So this thing is gone and I wanted to get something new. So that's it. The box from I ordered it from some company called Aqua Photo Team. Had an offer which I couldn't refuse. So first, high quality cello film, bubble wrap for professionals. And lots of that. And the camera, Olympus EP-PT10, a pen camera, micro four thirds. We'll have a look at it later. The underwater housing, EP-PT10, also big box. Put it there. The bill, macro lens adapter, zoom adapter, and small stuff. I think this is silica and some other stuff I ordered, so let's just go. Yep, so this is the Olympus grease and O-ring set. Flash adapter, silica. So let's have a look at the camera. Haven't opened it before, so I don't know. Warranties, setup CD, manual. Who's reading manuals anyway? And that's the camera. So pretty small. Has all kind of manual modes and scene modes and whatever, and according to the internet this is the best compact camera for underwater use, which costs less than an arm and a leg. So it has a screen which you can flip in all kinds of directions, including the selfie mode, but this is for, I think for underwater this is completely not used. Tiny buttons. There's a flash hot shoe, which you need because the camera doesn't have any built-in flash. The flash, let's put this somewhere. The flash is somewhere in that pocket, in that package. Battery, small bag for the flash. There it is. So this is the flash. So it has a small pop-up flash which you have to mount on the camera. So it has a interesting interface. So it's not the standard hot shoe, but has some weird plug for the interface. But you can also put a standard hot shoe flash on it. Okay, camera comes with a kit lens, very tiny. It's a 14 to 42 millimeter lens, which in 35 millimeter equivalent means 28 to 84. So from a wide angle to a slight tele lens. Micro Four Thirds bayonet. It's very plasticky feeling, but solid plastic. It's a focus ring, it has a zoom ring, and it extends for working position. So this is the working position, and then this is a retracted position for storing. Interesting. Okay, besides that, there's a little grip extension for the camera to be a bit better in the hand. This is pretty flat, so the grip goes here and it's supposed to give you a better grip. There's a charger, a strap, and I have to get rid of the carton here. A couple of cables. So there's a USB cable and an audio video cable. So I've never used one of these, so I think I've got 20 of them now and never used any of that. So that's the camera, and now the underwater housing. Okay, so I wouldn't have needed the grease and the silica because it comes with grease and silica. So good to know. It has two flash thingies, so for the flashboard to cover the flashboard. Now, let's get in there. That's the housing, that's the diffuser, and that's about everything which is in the package. So this comes also in bubble wrap all around. And here it opens. So this is the housing. It's pretty big, feels solid, actually feels more solid than the Canon one. Has a quite big flat port in front, so it looks like you can do these split thingies where you're half over, half underwater. The buttons look really nice and solid, and it's really good because it's printed on the buttons what's the button doing. Which was one problem with this thing. It's written in the plastic there, so it's engraved in the plastic, but it's sometimes really hard to see what exactly is this button doing. And if you're in underwater and the visibility isn't really good, then it's sometimes a bit painful to operate the camera. The release is really nice, solid thing. On-off button. There's an kind of a hot shoe adapter, so you could mount some additional stuff. For example, you could put a GoPro on top. Looks pretty good. So to open it, there's this release mechanism, which is pretty good. It actually has a small kind of lever which pulls the cover open. So when it has a lower pressure inside, then you can open it even if you have if it's warm outside and cold inside, for example, then sometimes it's really hard to get open. Looks very solid, so there's a wheel to operate this wheel, I think. There's a zoom gear, which means for operating the zoom lens, you need this gear, this additional gear, which goes on the lens and then goes into these gears, and you can then rotate it. And one big advantage of this thing is you can pull off the port here, so the front part, and change it for some wide angle port, which I don't have yet because it would be another 500 euros, and the wide angle lens would also be 500 euros. But for the future, this is a really interesting thing. So you can change to wide angle lenses and go ultra wide angle underwater. Makes a very solid impression. Camera just fits in there nicely. Yeah. Operates all the buttons. And yeah, for flash you would put up the pop-up flash in here. It goes on the camera and then goes out via these two tiny ports here, so you can connect two slave flashes here. If you use the Olympus flashes, it has TTL. If you use other slave flashes, you just get a normal manual flash. And there's I think there's these things, so you can tape this completely closed, that you don't get any stray light from your camera flash when you're using external flash, so you don't have any backscatter from the camera flash. Looks very good. I'm pretty anxious pretty happy to take it on a dive sometime soon. So maybe on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday or something this week I have the ability to go for a dive in a lake here nearby, so I can tell you more after that. So thanks for watching, and looks like a good camera.